Hey there, it's Leanne again, and welcome to Copywriting Secrets. Everything in this video series is taken from Robert Bly's The Copywriting Handbook, which I've got written up there if you need to know how to spell it. And this series, this mini-series is talking about writing headlines, the 4 functions, and today we're going to talk about the second function. So let's get started. And once again, this is the 4 functions of a headline, and we're taking it from the Copywriter's Handbook by Robert W. Bly. And function number 2 is selecting the audience. Okay, so one thing that you can do with your headline is to make sure that you don't get inquiries from people who have nothing to do with your product. Okay, and a good example of this is if you're sending something that has a return envelope and every time somebody returns one you have to pay for the stamp. Or if you're just sorting through a lot of inquiries, you want to make sure that the people who inquire are people who are truly your audience. So here are a couple of examples from the book. And the first one is we're looking for people to write children's books. And this is from the Institute of Children's Literature. Now what's great about this is that the only people who will respond to that are people who would like to write children's books, perhaps children's book writers or people who want to write. Okay, so you get immediately the person that they're looking for. There's no question about it. They're not going to get someone who just writes essays and isn't interested in children's books. You're not going to get someone who can't read and write, right? Because they have to read the ad. And you're not going to get someone who is just not right for it. So very selective. Next example is to men and women over 65 who need affordable life insurance coverage. And this would be an example for a life insurance company. And it immediately cuts out people under 65, cuts out people who are not interested in life insurance coverage. So immediately you get inquiries only from the people, again, who are truly your customer, truly interested. And finally, for a utility ad, we have, is your electric bill too high? Okay, so this would be a good ad for getting customers who perhaps feel like they're paying too much for electricity. Okay, so people who live in apartments that pay for your electric bill are not going to respond to it, and they don't need to. They can't buy the service anyway. Okay, so this is, again, the second function of a good headline, and that is selecting the audience. I've got a couple more for you. I've got actually 2 more functions, so stay tuned for the next couple of videos. I'll see you there.